Alright, got something a little different this time. Remember a few weeks back I put wheels on this. This is Lil Dirtbike's chair. He usually sits in this, and we put a little foam in the seat for him, and you know, it works pretty good. But then I was talking about my seat here. This one here is about 40, 50 years old, and you know, it's still good. You know, it works good. And the problem we're having is somebody shares the bottom pump on them. You know, they go bad. Matter of fact, this one here is held up by a couple hose clamps, but mine's still holding up here. But it's a little unstable. This one has 5 wheels, which is good, and this one only has 4. You know, so it's a little tipsy. You know, there've been more than 1 or 2 times that I almost fell and broke myself up. You know, my age, I don't want to take that chance. You know, I'd break like a pretzel, crumble like a cookie, and we don't want to do that. So we decided we're going to make our own. We're going to design our own chair, and I started collecting materials for it. Out in the back there, I had a piece of 1/4-inch steel here, 4-inch 1/4-inch steel, and I picked up some wheels, some good heavy-duty wheels. These are good for 175 pounds a piece. They got ball bearing on the inside and up top, and what is that? I'm gonna make a chair with five legs on it, so it'll be a little stabler, more stable, I should say. And like I say, I've been collecting up parts. The steel place we went to had this already cut for me. It's 3/16 steel. Gonna make the seat out of that. You know, put a piece of plywood on there and put a cushion on it. And instead of having a pump, I decided to go with a piece of threaded steel rod, you know, similar to a doctor's examination chair. You know, that way you don't have to worry about it. And I was going to go with the Acme threads, but they were pretty expensive, you know. And of course, the place I went to only had, I think, a 6-foot section of it. But anyway, they sell hardware by the pound here, and I found these. And when I brought it to the counter, you know, I'm thinking this thing's only a pound or so. I'm thinking, okay, $3 a pound. And then I bring it to the counter, and he says, "Oh, it's stainless steel." I said, "Oh no." So I said, "What's that cost?" And she bringed it up in there. She figured it out. She goes, "Oh, $7." So for $7, I got a piece of 1 1/8-inch stainless steel rod. Matter of fact, I picked up 2 of them, you know, in case Lil Dirtbike wants to make one of his chairs. And then to hold it, you know, I got the nuts, and going to make a cylinder for it. And I even started laying out some templates. So, and with these here, I actually started making a little holder for it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay it out and start cutting up some material here. And I'm going to have Lil Dirtbike, I'm going to collaborate with him because he's going to do all the welding on this. You know, I could weld this up, but then I'd spend 2 days, you know, cleaning up the welds with a grinder. So I'm sure if he welds it, that's it. It'll be done. And he enjoys helping me, so we'll be all right. So I got all, like I said, I got all the materials to do it. I even bought some material for the seat, and Road Queen bought me a nice walking foot sewing machine for Christmas, so I'll be able to make a seat cover and everything in foam. And then I have a 12-foot, 10-foot piece of round stock here we can use for the footrest. So we got everything up, we got everything ready to go, and now I'm just going to I'll lay this out and we'll start cutting stuff up, and we'll lay it out on the table and show you what it's going to look like. All right. Alright, I cut these 1/4 inch plates to length here. I still have to cut them on a diagonal though, and that's it's going to take a while. I was able to find another piece of round stock here, round pipe or whatever, and it's got a much thicker wall. This here is just a fence post, I think. Daddy Dirtbike gave that to me, and that would have worked fine. I figured though, since I found this, it would be a lot easier to weld, you know. Don't have to take a chance to blow through this, and this is galvanized. I would have had to grind that off. So that's going to work nice. Alright, I cut all these, and I squared everything off on a sander. It was all pretty square, but you know, it's not perfect. But I put them on a sander, and they're all these little guys are perfect too. So it's getting late, and I don't feel like cutting this right now. So let's see what this looks like. Here's our pipe, and this is going to get in here, and the bolts are going to weld up, and our little feet here are going to be right here. And get something to hold that up. There we go. Look at that. It's looking better already. I'm going to put our seat on. There we go. So it's looking good. It's going to be 20 inches. And right now this seat here is 20 inches. 21 inches actually. You know, when I sit on it, it goes down an inch. So I'm going to be sitting exactly where I want to be. And this here I'll be able to lower 3.5 inches if I want, but I never lower these things. If I do, I got them other seats with the hydraulic pistons in them, or pneumatic pistons, whatever they are. So, alright, so I'm going to go in there and take a rest, and maybe come back tomorrow and start cutting this. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Alright, yeah, it's been about a month since the first half of that video, and I just wasn't looking forward to cutting all this steel. So I went out and purchased a plasma cutter, and I'm glad I did. And we were able to cut these down, and I made a nice cut, you know, almost as good as a saw. And started cutting out the circles. I actually bought these templates too, you know, and they make a nice circle. So they were worth the bucks. Here's one for a little smaller one, 1.25 inch hole. But anyway, yeah, I'm just cutting the holes out for looks. Even though it will reduce the weight of this chair, because here's 3 holes right now, and 3 holes are about a pound. So I would imagine it'll knock off a couple pounds, maybe a couple 3 pounds off the chair. Not that I'm ever going to be lifting it. I'll be rolling it most of the time and sitting on it. So, alright. Maybe once we get set up outside and I finish cutting these holes, maybe we'll take some video of that. That's pretty good. Alright, we'll see you outside. Alright, yeah, we're all set up here. Got our template in place. Got everything grounded out. Got our little machine over here. Nice little machine. Only weighs about 20-25 pounds. And you can put it almost anywhere. Got our air hooked up. Got our number 5 padded Hobart safety glasses here, so we're all ready to go. Alright, let me throw you up on a tripod and see how she goes. Alright, yeah, tough for me to see the lens there, so or the screen, so bear with me here a little bit. Alright, we're set at about 40 amps and 45 pounds of air, and let's see how that does. On my own wire then. Alright. Getting hung up on the rust. I should have cleaned it. Let's see where we're at here. Alright. Yeah, it came out alright. I had a few snags only because I think next time I'll clean everything before I lay it out. But not bad. I am dragging a tip, but then you have no other choice. You know, your template's only an 1/8 inch thick. You know, and I don't want to lift it and cut through my template. So yeah, I'm happy. Where's the slug? Here's the slug. That came out all right. Oh, watch your feet. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Just have to knock that off. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Let me put another one down there and we'll try it again. Alright. Yeah, I turned the amps up to 45 and the air up to 50, so let's see if that helps me any. It seems like the side of the gun is sticking to the outside here, but I'm not sure. Oh well. Still not bad. Alright. Yeah, we got them on the ground. They're cooling, and yeah, we're happy the way the can turned out. You know, it's tough. That template is only an 1/8 inch thick, and you know, you want to try and keep that tip off of the metal, and that's where you get your sticking and stuff. And I did compromise one of my templates. Where's it at? Yeah, I did compromise one of my templates, but it still worked okay. I think if I were to do this again, I might use wooden templates or something. You know, something that's a little thicker. You know, and but like I said, I'm happy, so I'll clean them up with a die grinder and maybe a round grinder wheel or something, and then clean them all up, get them ready for a Lil Dirtbike to weld up for me. Alright. Alright, yeah, the sun's getting low in the sky now, so I think I'm going to pack it in for the day and call it good. Yeah, I'm happy with the way these turned out. I mean, they're not perfect, but then they are only going to be a couple inches off the ground, so they'll do the job. I think maybe I'll take them in there and do a little file and make a tiny little radius on them circles and get it ready for a Lil Dirtbike. So what do you guys say? Enough of this? Alright. We'll see you in the next one. Alright, it's engine night, and got my little buddy, Lil Dirtbike here, and I'm collaborating with him because he's going to weld this up for me. Right now this is just sitting here, and speaking of sitting here, look, it's sitting over there. So anyway, there's a lot of welding here. You got to weld these little ends here to hold my wheels, and got to weld the inside here. That's our seat post, and then all 5 of these legs. So I'm not going to show you because since he's doing this and I'm collaborating with him, you got to go over to his channel and check it out. And he should put this up about the same time I put mine up, so you can probably watch this video and then go right over to his channel and watch it. And what's your channel, buddy?
MOTOFORLYFE.
MOTOFORLYFE. I knew. I just wanted you to tell them.
Oh, okay.
And I'll put a link in the description for you. You go over there and you see this thing all in one night. You see it all put together. So, alright, we'll see you on the next video.